All right, so I'm gonna walk you guys through how I make these videos when I'm outside and the lighting is such. It's gonna be just all one cut, but you're gonna get the little details that I wish people would do when they show me how they make things. And I have like a couple little cool insights of how I make it work. And so, yeah, I'm gonna turn the microphone around and show you kind of what happens, what's in my head. And I want to talk about really what I'm thinking, more so than it is something that I'm doing. Okay, so let me turn this around. So I'm at this park. I'm going to give it a little pan. I'm now in an open area. I think it's beautiful, or at least pretty, it's not just a dump. And I'm looking around, and if I were to film myself just like this in the middle of the sun, like this, you'll see a lot of hard shadows, probably really unflattering. And if I'm not wearing sunglasses, I'm going to be squinting, and it's going to be kind of just not very attractive if I'm just sitting. I know it's not about attractive, but just like pleasant looking, shiny, whatever. So if I do stay in the sunlight, then I will put on sunglasses. Just that way, I'm not squinting, and it looks normal, I guess you could say. Then I also may want to face the camera this way. If there was a prettier background that way, then I can have I hope this is picking up the audio. I can have it facing me into the shadows. And when I'm in the shadows, it's more pleasing, better looking. But right now, I want the camera faced this way, not the way it is, because this way is the pretty background, but then again the lights. So what I do is I look for shadows, and that's where, here's one. There's a good bench right there. I could sit or stand. I could probably hook the camera onto like a tree, and I'm gonna use this tree. And I have, as far as equipment goes, I have my Joby, the smaller one, the medium one, the 3 Pro on. So I'll go over here and I'll check the lighting, and I'm in the shade, and I got a good backdrop, something like that. Looks nice. Like, see the composition. I can keep this to the side. Nice walkway and some leading lines. I could stand right here or something close to that. Now at this point, I can just fix the exposure just a little bit. So I'm in the shade. Forget these like little hints of like light leaks. For the most part, I'm in the shade, and I'm gonna have a better background and lighting. And if I want to be brighter, I'll just lower my shutter speed, something like that. Maybe I'll fix stuff in post, something along those lines. Right now, I'm setting the zebras to be, if you're on your camera, my zebras are right here. They're on my highlights at 56. And I'll have to do camera settings another day, but yeah, actually that's a whole video of just how I get the exposure and everything, and how I make it look so nice in my opinion. So I'll have this set up here, and I'm gonna mount this to the tree. So I have now put the tripod on the tree like this. This is why I opted for the Joby still versus that crappy Mantis pod. You just have all of the options with this guy, and the Mantis pod was too heavy anyways. So I have my A7S III on this thing, and it's totally fine. So yeah, I have no problem. I have a smaller lens. I don't use the huge lenses on this, so just regular day lenses. So I have that set up. If I point it here, the tree moves a bit, which I don't care. I think that's nice, and I can just set up, and now I talk. So really all it was a little bit of foresight, thinking about everything, and now I'm in the shade, nicer background, and here's the shot, and I just talk. And yeah, if there's anything weird like the tree swaying, that's fine. I don't have to have sunglasses on. Everything is good. I just went for a walk. I'm about a mile away, 2 miles from my house. Just, I don't know how far it's been, but now I have this. This is the setup. That's how I do it. It's simple at this point, but it takes like little practices and trials and errors and messing with sunlight and learning how to film all of these things. just like the, just little things like I just forgot I was in auto white balance. So here's daylight balance. Just little things add up of experiment, expertise, uh, and experience. I guess all the all the X stuff. Um, but I hope this is helpful. I would wish that somebody would just do like kind of a long, in-depth take of like my favorite creators. Like, how are they doing it? Like, where's the magic? And I'm telling you, like, there's not too much magic to this except for just lots of experimenting along the ways of like filming myself in the middle of the sun and it just looking like garbage. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll get in the shade, and I get in the shade and it does look better. And or I'll get in the shade, but the background was garbage, so fix it. And I kind of just look for ways to work with the light that's about and then like what's around. I try to look for something more beautiful. I find uh, a video that's filmed outdoors with crappier lighting or whatever, but a nice camera, to be more beautiful than something in a studio. I'm just not into the studio look all too much. Plus, it's more equipment, so I'm thinking maybe I can sell more stuff and do more outdoor stuff instead of having any studio. But that's the theory, is just keep it natural, find out where you look good. I'm gonna do another video on the main channel on how to find the best lighting for photography and video, and it has to do with, well, it's a short video I'll make on it. And yeah, now I'm gonna film a video just like this.